my name is Francesco Landucci. I work for Macclesfield Football Club and I am head of women's football.
I'm Charlotte Rowcliffe, aka Rowers. I'm women's first team captain and I play holding midfield.
I'm Mallory Sears. I come from Macclesfield International Program and I'm a midfielder.
Well, the club recently got a new owner and they've been at the club for a couple of years. And ever since then, the idea of the chairman, and this is Rob and Robbie Savage, they are trying to get involved the women as much as they can. Last season they got promoted and this season we're actually doing pretty well.
We started out at the beginning of last season with a squad of 16 players. We were 16 individual people who didn't really know each other. I had a really successful season last year. We're now in a position where we've got even more that have joined the team. We've got a really, really good quality squad, to be honest.
In terms of like with the academy as well, the girls' academy, it's just gone so massive and it's really cool to be a part of.
We've got girls starting at the age of 8 all the way to 16. From next season we're going to have a BTEC program for the girls as well. So there's going to be a path for all the 17 and 18 years old girls. Also, if the girls want to, we have our international program. It's an education football program that we run in Preston, where we have under 19s and under 21 girls.
In the Macclesfield International Program, we have had the opportunity to kind of have a pathway with the first team, which has given us opportunities as well. We have really good leaders like Rowers. She's kind of been a pioneer of the women's and she's a person that I think everyone really looks up to.
Of course, yeah. Ever since the Lioness won the Euros, we have so many inquiries about the Girls' Academy, and now we almost have 100 girls. Before the Lioness, we had only 50, now we have double. Well, the club have done something fantastic, to be honest. I mean, our girls in the first team, they get paid. Since the women won the Euros, the chairman and Saab decided to pay the women of the first team. So, equipment, the facilities, the stadium, training kit for all of the girls, the gym. So all of that is included for all of the women.
To be honest, even before the Lionesses, the commitment of the club to the women's team was massive. Facilities speak for themselves, and since the success of that, some players are being paid, which is unheard of really at this level, and it shows, I think, their commitment to want to get higher level players into the club, because there isn't a ceiling to that ambition anymore. They want to go as high as we can, and if I can play a little part in that, then that's class. But as I say, the club are really behind the women's team to really get them through the leagues and go as high as possible.
Definitely with the whole Euros and with us winning, I was very excited to hear and to kind of see where that would take us as being women footballers in England. Obviously, me being from the States, women's football is very big, I should say. But Europe is definitely catching up, and you can see in the quality of our opponents, kind of how much they're now putting into the women's program. As you can see at Macclesfield, we now have the opportunity for some players to get on contract here. Opportunities are endless, and coaches are really supportive, and they want to see us go as far as we can, which is really exciting to be part of.
Well, by trade, I'm a PE teacher, so for me, women's and girls' sport has always been something I'm, massive on. Played football from such a young age in the Cheshire League, just down the road, and I've always loved that competitive part that football brings out in you. But the growth in the women's football now it's just getting huge, which is fantastic. More and more girls, I'm seeing it, more and more girls are playing football, in schools and in the leagues and things like that.
Well, I started playing when I was 8-ish. My dad played. He played in college and he played a little bit over here, and opportunities to play for other teams. So I kind of grew that love because of him. But with that, I've always wanted to play. Would watch professional games all the time, watch games all the time when I can. I always had the Premier League on with him every single weekend. But always knew that I wanted to just take my game to the next step. Obviously, I looked at colleges over in the States, my recruiting year was during COVID, which was really hard. So when this opportunity came, I always thought that I really wanted the opportunity to play overseas and get the opportunity to kind of find a straight pathway to a professional level. And so when this opportunity came, I was like, this is perfect for me.
It's unbelievable, and as someone who's played football for quite a few years, I'm one of the older ones on the team. I've been there in the porter cabins with terrible changing rooms, really muddy pitches. In terms of your own development on a pitch like this, you can focus on your football and not ball sticking or bobbling in different areas. And it's not just that, it's the level of coaches that we've got here as well make such a huge difference. The technical stuff that they go through is something I've never experienced before as a player. So it's brilliant for me, and maybe perhaps a little bit later on in my career, to still feel like I'm getting better, and as a team we're coming on leaps and bounds.
You feel professional, you know what I mean? You feel really a part of something, being in these nice facilities.
Well, it is important because the club and the chairman, they want to treat men's football and women's football equally.
It's about levelling the playing field. You know, the men's side of sport gets the media attention, the coverage, the money side of it, you know.
Girls love football too, you know what I mean? I feel like we've definitely in the past been given the back seat in terms of just like opportunities, not been taken as serious in terms of like us wanting to pursue this as a career. And like we were talking about before with the Women's Euros, it kind of shows you that, yeah, we can do this. We can make a career out of it. We can fill stadiums.
America have been huge in terms of pioneering what women's football can look like, and I think now what we're seeing is with our university students are coming over here now to play football, so the importance of that means that we're just going to attract better and better players, that coverage is going to go up and up and up, and all of a sudden, you know, more women are going to be professional sports athletes, which is what we want to see really on a national and international level.
Hopefully my career is just starting. It's exciting to see where everything's kind of going to go in the next few years, and it's growing fast, so yeah, cool to be a part of.
Oh, massive, you know, and women's kit as well. Having a women's kit, women's shorts, women's tops, so it feels like it fits a little bit better. It's the comfort when you're playing, it's the, you know, having something that fits properly so you're not worrying about rolling your shorts over or, you know, something like that. It's massive and it looks professional, and you get that psychological edge then over your opponents. Oh, they look pretty good. So, you know, if we can get any sort of marginal gain over them, we're all for that.
You know, the Macclesfield badge on your chest, and so you feel part of something, you feel professional, you just feel like you belong. So I think it's very important to kind of keep that, have that family together.